Hi there, I'm Sean Dillman. If you know me and you know my channel, then you know that I love ScanSnap scanners, and you can probably imagine how excited I am to be introducing you to the new flagship of the ScanSnap series, the Ricoh ScanSnap IX2500 desktop scanner. In this video, I'll be reviewing the IX2500 and telling you everything you need to know, including what comes in the box, how it performs, what kinds of features it has, how the software works, what kinds of upgrades it has, and what my takeaways are. At the end, I'll tell you how you can download my simple guide, which contains an easy-to-use feature checklist and answers to frequently asked questions. As always, if you like this video, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you end up buying a ScanSnap IX2500, please support my channel by using my Amazon affiliate link so that Amazon will send me a small commission at no cost to you. Before I start, please note that this video is sponsored content brought to you by Ricoh. But as always, all the opinions expressed are my own. I also want to say thank you to Ricoh and share that I'm incredibly grateful to have received one of these scanners before the June 24, 2025 release date, so that I could test it out and prepare this review. So let's get started by looking at what comes in the box. As you'd expect, you'll find the scanner itself, a USB-C to USB-A cable for connecting the scanner to your computer, a power adapter and AC cable, a receipt guide that I'll be telling you more about, and documentation. As with every ScanSnap product, the unboxing experience gets you excited about setting up your new scanner and getting started. Looking closely at the IX2500, I think that it's a really sleek and attractive scanner. The front design has these sharp, clean diagonal lines that give it a modern feel, and it's the kind of device that has a clean aesthetic that blends well when sitting on your desk, next to your computer, your monitor, or even in a more minimalist workspace. Whether your space is sleek and modern or bright and minimal, it's available in black and white models to blend right in. Lastly, the touchscreen is crisp and responsive, and there's this smooth, glassy-looking button on the front that feels thoughtfully designed and responsive. And before we get into the IX2500's features, it's worth noting that Ricoh designed this scanner and its packaging to be environmentally friendly. When it's in sleep mode, the IX2500 draws as little as 1.0 watts of power. This means that you can leave it plugged in and ready to go without worrying about energy waste. And in terms of the build, the body of the IX2500 is made from over 25% recycled plastic materials, and the packaging contains no virgin plastic from fossil fuels. You'll notice this with the plastic wrap, the cardboard molding, and even the twist ties. All of this represents a very intentional and meaningful step towards sustainability, especially for a scanner that'll be used widespread for a long time. Okay, so let's dive into the features of the ScanSnap IX2500, starting with the basics. What exactly is the IX2500? The ScanSnap IX2500 is a high-speed, double-sided document scanner. This means it can take documents, whether it's a contract, a receipt, a business card, or a photo, and turn it into a digital file in seconds. It scans at up to 45 double-sided pages per minute, and it can hold up to 100 sheets in its automatic document feeder. Thanks to its advanced brake roller and ultrasonic multi-sensor system, the IX2500 ensures smooth and accurate scanning that prevents paper jams, detects overlapping sheets, and maintains consistent feed alignment, even with mixed document types. It automatically detects document size, rotation, color, and blank pages, so you get clean, properly oriented scans without the need to manually adjust your settings. The IX2500 handles color, grayscale, and black and white scanning with great quality, up to 600 dpi, or dots per inch, which is more than enough for most business and personal needs. Compared to some other desktop scanners I've used in the past, even a couple from Brother and Epson, the IX2500 feels more intuitive out of the box, especially with its new touchscreen. Plus, the IX2500 offers superior startup times and is ready to go in under 3 seconds when you press the scan button or open the cover. So now that we've covered some basics, let's get into some of the more advanced features. One of the most notable features of the IX2500 is the responsive and easy-to-use 5-inch touchscreen. Thanks to this feature, you can scan and send documents to wherever you need them, directly to cloud services or email, with no computer or phone required. Of course, you can still use your smartphone, tablet, PC, or laptop, and the IX2500 connects by wired USB or by Wi-Fi, but by using the touchscreen, you can get your scanning work done with just the scanner itself. Another advanced feature of the IX2500 is its ability to handle batch scanning, which means you can scan a large group of documents all at once, rather than feeding them through one by one. And if you're scanning receipts, this is a big benefit, and it's also where the receipt guide comes in. To install the receipt guide, simply insert the rear tabs on the guide into the slots on the left and right of the document feeder area. You'll know that it's installed correctly when you've lined up these two small triangles. The purpose of the guide is to make it easier to scan receipts by perfectly aligning them in the middle of the feeder. If you ever want to remove the receipt guide, simply pull it up and out from the scanner. Here I am scanning a stack of receipts with the receipt guide installed. And this leads me to the next advanced feature I'll mention, which is automatic file naming and searchable PDF format saving. When I scan my receipts, the included ScanSnap Home software automatically names them using information in the receipt about the date, vendor, and amount, and saves them as searchable PDFs. If I ever need to find one of my receipts or any other document I've saved, finding it and then copying and pasting information from it is a snap. These features are genuinely useful and helpful for managing digital workflows because they allow me to bring my physical documents into the digital world where I can easily search for data in them and locate them based on their names. And if I have a particularly long receipt, like the ones you may get at CVS Pharmacy or Best Buy, I can scan them using the long paper scanning feature. Another standout feature of the iX2500 is that it allows for manual scanning of A3 documents, and that's actually more useful than it might sound at first. Most desktop scanners are designed for standard paper sizes like A4 or letter, so if you try to scan an A3 document, it just won't fit. But with manual A3 scanning on the iX2500, you can simply fold the document in half, scan each side, and the software will automatically stitch the images together into one clean, full-size scan. This is especially handy if you work with engineering or architectural plans, oversized spreadsheets, legal or accounting documents, or even artwork and storyboards. So if you occasionally deal with larger documents, manual A3 scanning with the iX2500 gives you that flexibility, without the bulk or price tag of a full A3 scanner. This leads me to the next big subject I want to cover, which is software. The iX2500 comes with free software called ScanSnap Home, which is the software that powers all of the scanners in the ScanSnap series. In my experience, ScanSnap Home is very easy to install and use, and I've made lots of videos about ScanSnap Home that you can check out if you'd like more information. With the launch of the iX2500 comes a new quick menu feature, which allows you to easily access all the saved destinations available through ScanSnap Home. You can see that when I scan this sample registration form using the quick menu option, I next see a window that makes it very easy for me to select whichever destination I'm looking for. I can save my scan in ScanSnap Home or to a destination on my computer. I can send it to my printer or to email, or using the drag and drop feature to an application like Notion, Slack, or Microsoft Teams, OneNote, or SharePoint. I can send it to online cloud storage using OneDrive, Dropbox, Google Drive, Evernote, Box, or Ledger Docs. Or I can open it with a Microsoft Office application, like PowerPoint, Excel, or Word. If I'm working with photos or accounting documents, there's also special destinations for these within the quick menu options. The quick menu also learns your favorite destinations and will suggest it as part of your profile so that you can just click the scan button and have the file go straight to where you want it. You can also favorite different destinations, pin them to the top, and reorder the destinations, making your scanning experience custom to you. Whether you're working from home, a shared office, or scanning on the go, the iX2500 adapts to your workflow. Profiles are saved as visual icons so you can easily switch between them from the touchscreen. And here you can see me using the drag and drop feature that I mentioned. From the quick menu, I'll click Drag to OneNote, which will open this window where I can click the icon and drag my scan over to a OneNote page. When I release my mouse button, I'll be asked if I want to attach the file or insert the printout. If I click Attach File, my scanned document will appear as a PDF icon within my OneNote page, which I can double-click to open. If I instead click Insert Printout, my scanned document will be embedded right into the page, where I can copy it, paste it, move it, resize it, or do anything else I can do with an embedded item. If you right-click on it, you'll see I can also copy the text from it, which is a very powerful additional feature. At this point, I want to take a moment to speak to people who are already using an iX1600 and want to know what kind of upgrades the iX2500 offers. I've already mentioned a few of them, but let's do a recap. First, the iX2500 now connects on the scanner side using the new and improved USB-C standard, and this is the first ScanSnap scanner to use this connection type. Second, the iX2500 holds more paper than the iX1600, 100 sheets instead of 50, and scans more quickly, 45 double-sided pages per minute instead of 40 on the IX1600. Third, in terms of receipt scanning, the upgraded receipt guide design makes it easier to install and remove, because instead of needing to gently bend the receipt guide, which is what you need to do with the IX1600, with the IX2500, you simply slide it in, click it into place, and slide it out to remove it. And unlike the IX1600, which requires you to press and hold the scan button for about 3 seconds to enable long receipt scan mode, with the IX2500, you can simply scan whenever you need in the normal way, regardless of how long it is. Fourth and last, the touchscreen on the IX2500 is a little flashier, and the quick menu tool makes it even easier to complete scan jobs. However, although the IX2500 adds upgrades that might matter for your workflow, I want to be clear that the IX1600 is still a top-tier scanner with a proven track record, tried, tested, and trusted by millions. And for many people, it's more than enough. So with all of that being said, what are my big takeaways with the ScanSnap IX2500? In short, the new IX2500 takes everything users appreciate about the IX1600 and pushes it further. The IX2500 is faster, it holds more paper, and it brings USB and full wireless cloud scanning to the table with no computer required. The touchscreen is intuitive and powerful, the scanning quality is excellent, and the new quick menu feature makes everyday tasks feel effortless. I also love that Ricoh added smart, eco-friendly touches like low energy consumption and recycled materials in the build. Since getting my new IX2500, I've been using it to scan all the mail and receipts that I've let pile up on my desk. And what I've noticed most is just how smooth the document handling is. In short, the IX2500 builds on what made the IX1600 so successful: speed, simplicity, and quality, and adds welcome upgrades like faster scanning, better batch handling, a larger paper feeder, newer connectivity, and more options for deviceless scanning. It's not for everyone, especially if you're not scanning in volume, but for users who want more control and efficiency, it's a big step forward that's ready for today's connected, flexible work world, whether that's at the office, your home, or anywhere in between. And with that, there you have it. That's my review of the ScanSnap IX2500 desktop scanner. If you liked this video, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to share, I'd love to hear your impressions of the IX2500. Write a comment below and let me know. What stands out to you most about the IX2500? How would you use the IX2500 in your day-to-day workflow? And what kinds of documents do you scan most often? For more information about ScanSnap Home, check out my installation walkthrough and recommended best settings videos. If you'd like to download my simple guide, which contains an easy-to-use feature checklist and answers to frequently asked questions, please visit my website at www.seandillman.com. Thanks again for watching. As always, I'm Sean Dillman.